Good evening. Good morning. Good morning. I say good evening. Listen, I'm still on Dubai time. Good morning, everybody. Listen, welcome back to day two of our travel agent boot camp workshop. What an amazing day we had. Day one. Super excited, guys, about the turnout yesterday. I mean, just an awesome turnout. Love the travel pictures that you guys posted in the group. I mean, this thing has been absolutely incredible. So I hope you guys are getting plenty of value, out of what we're sharing over the last 24 hours and this next 24 hours. So, guys, I mean, we're flat out excited now. We told you that we would have interviews throughout the day. And I don't know if you can tell, but I'm flat out pumped up to bring this next gentleman to the line. I call him my son. He's a travel guru in the business. His mom is Tanya Parker Fullwood, and she's a mean parent. So I'm the good parent. But this gentleman came into the business not too long ago, and he has just lit up the scoreboard when it comes to travel. Very knowledgeable, and he's a resource here on the team. So as you begin to partner with this amazing company, you'll get to know this gentleman's name. I promise you'll get real familiar with this guy. So I'm going to bring him to the line, Mr. Ryan Taylor. We're going to pull you up in just about 3 seconds. All right, you should be up on the screen. There you go, Ryan. How you doing?
Doing well. How are you?
Oh my goodness, I'm doing amazing, man. So glad to have you on this morning. Well, actually, this afternoon. It's a little after 12. So again, just excited to have you on. How you doing today? You doing pretty good?
I'm doing well. It's a nice day. It's I'm in the nice warm house instead of out in the cold. So good day.
Absolutely. Well, listen, Ryan. I mean, you saw a couple of interviews that we did yesterday, right? And so, really want to just kind of jump in and let everybody know who you are. We know you as this super duper travel guru, but if you could share with everybody who you are. Who is Ryan Taylor?
Okay, so a little background about me. I was born in Virginia. I am a customer service representative by trade for a nonprofit organization. I enjoy helping people. I enjoy working out. I enjoy fitness. And travel is one of the things that I'm really excited about because it gives me an opportunity to go see new people and see different destinations and really just get a chance to expand the worldview. So I like to have those types of experiences.
Oh my goodness. That's good stuff, man. Good stuff. Listen, I was with you all the way to the working out part. No, I'm just kidding. I need you to show me how to get in that gym consistently, right? Consistently. So I appreciate you doing that. So here's the deal, Ryan. I mean, you told us your background, but here's what's interesting to me. Folks come from a lot of different backgrounds, but they find themselves in the travel business. How did you discover travel as a business? How did you discover that?
So the way that I discovered travel, honestly, I didn't really look at it as a business at the onset. I didn't really understand how it worked, but I had a good friend of mine introduce me to the concept of being able to make commissions off of another person's travel and my own travel. And I think that what energized me the most was being able to hear a lot about what other people had to say and what they were doing with travel, especially with making groups. And I think that I think it was the most lucrative for me when someone approached me and they said, "Oh, Ryan, I didn't realize that you like to travel. Well, maybe you can give me these recommendations and maybe you can help me figure out, these kinds of trips that I can be making and cruises and things like that." And I said, okay, well, maybe I should give this another shot, do travel as a profession.
Oh my goodness. So you kind of just like eased into it. It was just like a gradual thing. It's just kind of like a perfect fit. So I guess the next logical question is, once you made the decision to actually, embark on it as a business, what's your experience been like? I mean, has it been easier than you thought? Has it been tougher than you thought? I mean, you just free to elaborate on that.
Sure. So I would say because I have a customer service background, a lot of it has been a pretty easy transition just because it's more so about learning, what really happens on the back end and being able to advise people. And the best way to talk to people tactfully about their plans, being able to advise people with giving them the best solutions for their challenges that they may face, being able to come up with different types of opportunities for them, as far as getting them the dream destination or at the value that they deserve. And it's been an experience of a lot of learning. So I've had, tremendous amount of training, being in the program and being an agent. I've tried to absorb as much as I can, because I feel that the more knowledge that I'm able to present to people, the better I can relate to them with how much I want to, help them get to where it is that they're trying to go.
Good. So I want to touch on that just a little bit. And I know I didn't throw this question to you prior to the interview, but talk about that, Ron, for a minute, because, we rely on you as a resource, man. When it comes to travel, I know you don't know everything, right? But you know quite a bit in a short period of time. What's the training been like? Is it, for that person that's looking at becoming an agent, is it going to be too much for a person to come on? Do they need to kind of find their lane? What has the training been like for you?
So for me, I think the best quote that I can come up with that summarizes it is, the best way to eat an elephant is, one bite at a time. You start with your fundamentals, you start with your foundation, and those really are those are the concepts that we take for granted. We think, oh, we've got this under control. It's really simple. It's really easy, myself included. But it's really getting that basis that helps you to take on those more complicated bookings, like those complicated group bookings or those escorted tours that you kind of want to do later on. And then once you get those basics down, you can start to decide, well, how do I want to do it? It's like picking a college major or what you decide you want to specialize in. I want to be a Caribbean specialist, or maybe I want to be a Europe specialist, or maybe I want to be a Hawaii specialist. And then you just go and you seek out all the resources that you can so that you can become a more knowledgeable agent about what's current and what's happening and what's going on. And it's really easy to do that when your passion is really more so aligned with the work that you do.
That's good, man. That's good. So I love something that you said. You said becoming more knowledgeable. Now, just in your opinion, Ryan, the more, and this is what I'm learning, the more you know, the more you get educated, the more perks and benefits for you as the agent. Would you agree with that?
I 100% agree with that. You'd be surprised. For when I got started with cruising, when I started to learn about cruises, and I realized how beneficial it is to be an agent in the business and being able to learn about all that there is to know about cruising. Not only are you able to help other people make better decisions when it comes to cruising, you're also able to, look at that as, a travel destination for your own self. You can say, oh, I know the best time to go. I know when to go. I know which ship I would prefer to go to, depending on who it is. And then you can even align that with your own travel perks. If you want to go and you want to do a ship inspection, you just want to learn a little bit about the ship. Those opportunities are available to you. And if you want to, take a Caribbean cruise somewhere, you know exactly which rate to book in order to get at that best value. So it's been very helpful being an agent and learning a lot about it.
Good stuff. People love the perks, but again, it goes with that education. The more you know, the more you're able to go. So I absolutely love that. So here's a question for you, Ryan, that I think a lot of people will probably want to know is what do you like most? And I'm going to say two things. This is two part. One, about the first one, it was what do you like most about Intelli Travel? That's our host company. And as we do that, I'm going to bring up this picture and see if you know this guy, right? We said you are our travel guru. Do you know the gentleman pictured there? And what do you like most about the company that he's affiliated with? Who is that guy?
Hashtag, that's my president. That's Ferrara. So he is the president and co-founder of IntelliTravel.com. He's totally approachable, absolute personable, and he's a foodie. He's an Instagrammer. He is basically the people's champ or the agent's champ for Intelli Travel. And one of the things I love about Intelli Travel is the fact that there is no silo, within the organization. If I need to contact somebody and get information, it's there for me. I don't have to wait 2 or 3 days. I don't have to, locate somebody to locate somebody. I have plenty of resources to help me. And, one of the groups that I'm in that, specifically facilitates travel is filled with hundreds, if not thousands, of knowledgeable agents that serve as a resource for me whenever I need help. And sometimes I'll just look through those and I'll look and I'll say, well, I need to see, what people are looking at, what they're booking. And I absolutely love that. And, James Ferrara, Jessica Sinemer, Tara Menson, they've all helped facilitate that process by having themselves jump in to be on the front line to answer those questions. For some of the agents that come up with those really, nondescript questions, like how do I find out who can help me with special needs to a Tanzanian escorted group tour? And you're just like, what?
Right. Right.
But they jump in on the front line. So they're not too upper management to come down to talk to agents on the same level. And they've always been that way, from every certification step, they've always been, able to help. So I absolutely love that about Intelli Travel.
Oh my goodness, Ryan, listen, I got to get you to elaborate, man. I can't hold you here all day, but you're one of my favorite people to talk to. I'm sure everybody's enjoying this interview. And listen, so, you talked about that access, and I'm just thinking about the person that's coming in there brand new. I love what you talked about. Not only will the corporate office, do you have access to those individuals, but you talked about groups and on Facebook, I guess, on social media that you're a part of. So if I'm a brand new agent, is what you're saying that, are you saying that I'm going to have access to get my questions answered immediately and I got different avenues? I'm never going to be really stuck or left out there on that island. Is that fair to say?
I would say that is 100% true. And to add to that, a lot of people will feel that they're in this business and that they're going to be in this by themselves. And Intelli Travel has made great strides to ensure that that is never the case. They offer podcasts on every specific preferred partner that they have imaginable to help you better understand the product, the clients that you're going to want to attribute that client to. And again, those agents that are in those Facebook groups, they're not just, there's not just one group, there's several that extend. So your network multiplies as a result of it. So if you need help in one form, you can go to any particular group that this group recommends, and they'll be able to get that answer to you. And it comes from several different routes. And then even more so, the partners that Intelli Travel has partnered with has also created Facebook groups and other forms of contact, some of which that are directly linked to your business development manager, who you'll be working with very closely to help get those questions answered. So you're never going to ever be in a position where you're stuck with one representative that may or may not know the answer. You always have direct line access to the source for questions that may be very complicated or some that are just, that might be a little simple. And I love the fact, again, that, for example, for Norwegian, there's a group that I'm a part of that has the BDMs right there that are answering the questions. They are continuously for support. So it's really, you're never going to be alone in this business where you can't figure it out or you can't get to somebody.
Oh my goodness, man, this is good to me. Listen, you just said that the BDM is in the group. I mean, that's crazy where you have access. I mean, this is incredible. And that just speaks to the validation of Intelli Travel and their relationship in the industry. So just absolutely huge, man. Listen, I got to ask you this question, Ryan, because this is what a lot of people want to know. Travel is great. You're educated. Are you making any money?
To put simply, yes, I am. And you know what? I want to say that from the onset, I was very skeptical because I wasn't sure if I could make money. A lot of the things that they were talking about, it was a little intimidating to go up to people and see them making, I have this trip and 7,500 people are coming and we've built out the whole cruise and, I'm the commission's going to be, $20,000, $30,000 in one trip. And your mouth is just like, but, once you get into it and once you learn to apply the principles that they teach you on how to market your business, it really does become a snowball effect because, by the time I started my second year, I had a group cruise lined up. I had tours lined up. I had group cruises for the year right afterwards. And then I have repeat business coming from clients, people that are asking me, later on down the line, well, I still want to cruise. I can't do this one this year, but I want to do one next year or maybe later on this year. Can you help me out? Can you book me? And, I'm always there to say, well, of course, absolutely. and that just speaks to, the level of the commitment that Intelli Travel has to ensure that you're successful. So as long as you work that system, you're gonna make money. There's no two ways about it. You can't not make money in this business if you put in the work.
Oh my goodness, man, that is so good. That is so good. Now listen, this one is going to be a doozy, right? This is going to be a doozy. Advice to new agents. What I'm going to let you elaborate, but the first way I want to ask it is if you were betting, let's say, $1 million on bringing in an agent, and you could only give them one piece of advice. And I know I didn't prep you for this, but I think you can handle it. If you can only give that brand new person who's invested their 179, the eyes are big and they're excited, they're ready to go, and they say, Ryan, what's that one piece of advice that you would give to that new agent to help ensure their success? What would that piece of advice be?
My first and most important piece of advice is study and master the fundamentals. It's when you go into any type of profession, and this is something that's going to be new to you. You don't go in, guns a-blazing with no plan and no action. You have to go in with the fundamentals of what is going to make you successful. So for Intelli Travel, that means you're going to go and you're going to go through those modules that they provide you, that train you, that give you the understanding of how to book certain tours, that show you how to book hotels and flights and cruises and packages. And make sure that you manage those softer skills, the ones that require you to listen and to relate to your clients. Because at the end of the day, travel is a relationship business. So it's a business where you're going to be put into situations where you have to relate to people. So I would say if you want to be as successful as you can, definitely study to be relational with your clients.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. I love it. I love it. I love it. Anything that you want to share, any closing comments, anything that was on your heart to share that I may not have covered?
I think that I'll just close it with this. And to be honest, if you're looking to start a profession such as travel, I think that it speaks a lot to that person's character. You have a lot of passion if you want somebody else to see the world and expand their mind view, just like yours has been expanded. And it's going to be one of those routes that you have to be prepared for it. But I guarantee that the preparation that Intelli Travel puts in its system will get you into such a facet that you'll find this to be more effortless as you go along. And so, kudos to you for starting your business, or even beginning to think about doing this business, because it's very rewarding. It's a very successful business to go into. So definitely be on the lookout for that.
Man, and listen, I got to put you out there just a little bit, Ryan. So I'm going to recap, and then I'm going to put you out there just a little bit. But you started, you were not in travel at all. You were a little bit skeptical when you discovered it, but you've gotten in. The training and support is absolutely phenomenal. And now, not only did you grab the bull by the horns, but Intelli Travel has an ambassador program, and you are fast tracking your way to becoming an ambassador with Intelli Travel. Can you speak just a little bit on what that program is like and how you're fast tracking your way there?
Sure. So the ambassador program is a relatively new program by Intelli Travel. And it basically, for me, I define it as it's a way to train up the next set of leaders to help people learn how to travel, how to book travel, and how to, create the next level of travel agents. And so for me, that means that I'm taking my courses. I'm trying to make sure that I'm making my way to the final level of their Intelli Travel University, which is Travel Genius. And for that means I have to be a certified leader of CLIA. But I'm also doing this program because I want to utilize my customer service skills to help people and to give back. Because the more that I can often offer to people, the better of an experience we all have. It's a teamwork effort. So the more that we work on this, the better we're getting to it. So I'm fast tracking it. I'm hopefully going to be able to finish it by the end of this year. I'm working as hard as I can to learn as much as I can and taking every opportunity to learn about my suppliers in my spare time so that I can end back teaching that to other people and be a bigger resource.
Oh my goodness, man! Listen, I don't know if you can see the comments on the screen, but you see your mom is on here. I'm talking about Ryan. You are amazing. Your sponsor, the gentleman that introduced you, talking about how amazing you are, and teamwork makes the dream work. So appreciate you for sharing that, Ryan. As you close us out, man, here's the deal. I mean, last night we did a general session. Your take on that general session, and would you encourage people to get registered tonight if they're not registered already for the general session tonight?
So here's the deal. This is an unprecedented move to help other people in so many different facets, and I think it's critical that when you do make this decision, when you consider all of the decision making process, you think about all that you're gaining for that investment of 179. Okay, it's not a one-time operation where it happens and then you're out there left on your own. What you're getting into is you're getting into a family network. You're getting into a network that cares for you, that wants to build you up. And the support that I've received after only having done this for 15 months is fantastic, because I can't say that I've always had that. So if you're absolutely serious and interested about getting into a program like this, there is none more that I can recommend besides this one that would give you the tools, the support, the training, and the downtime and the fun time that you need to be successful. So I highly, highly recommend that if you ever have questions about travel, you can always reach out to me or any of the other agents. If you have any questions at all about the program, definitely reach out to our wonderful our hosts, our MCs here, and give them the questions that you need to have answered. But don't let this opportunity pass you by, because the reality is that this is an opportunity that, for all we know, it could turn into something that will matriculate a lot quicker than you imagine. So I say just grab the bull by the horns, get into the program, and reach out for help if you ever have any questions.
Oh my goodness, man. Listen, I do not want to end this interview, my friend, but I can't keep you all day. I know you got a day planned for yourself as well as I do. But listen, I can tell by the comments that are coming in, not only through the BeLive broadcast, couldn't think of the word, but also on my phone, the text messages, man. So kudos to you for an amazing interview. So helpful, so insightful. Man, we just appreciate you, brother. So will we see you on tonight on the general session tonight?
You most certainly will. I hope to be there in full force, just ready to be an assist in any way possible. So just, put me in, coach.
Absolutely. I love it. I love it. And I'm putting you in, man. Definitely a starting lineup, right? And so we're going to have some questions for you, I'm sure, tonight. So, guys, you just heard from Ryan Taylor. Make sure you're on tonight. He'll be available as we go through that broadcast, and make sure that you guys get your questions answered as you move closer to getting started, if you're not already started in this incredible program. So, Ryan, thank you. I appreciate you, my brother. And I'm looking forward to seeing you tonight.
All right. Have a good day.
You too. All right. All right, guys. See you soon.